Ko Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied in Ruel for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother Kanan, and this will be titled, Is it Eve's fault? Edom, Idumea? Simple answer, yes. Okay. Now let's get the scriptures to back that up. This is the book of Habakkuk 2, starting at verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbors drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also. Now, what is this drink? This is spiritual. This drink is philosophies, principles. What they use the word religion, because we're not a religion. We go back to a heritage. We are a family, okay? Regardless if you like it or not, if your father is of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then you are an Israelite. You don't ask to be one. You don't baptize into it. You don't confirm into being an Israelite. You either life or you not, okay? So the philosophies, their wicked deeds, their mannerisms that, you know, from continent to continent, they want to force their ideologic way of living on other people. So that's that drink, okay? Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, all these nations, okay? And they forced it on you, Jakes, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, okay? That putteth the bottle to him and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. Now, off the back, I want to get the Bible comparison of that. This is the NLT. What sorrow awaits you who make your neighbors drunk? Wait too. Once again, Esau, Edom, and who was promised this sorrow, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah, the author of these scriptures. Okay? These scriptures. You force your cup on them so you can gloat over their shameful nakedness. Now, what's that shameful nakedness? Well, first of all, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics have been given the laws, statutes, and commandments to separate us wholly, separate us from these nations. So we're the main target of being drunken. Now, you got other examples. Moab changing their garments over to look like they belong here in spiritual Babylon. So does Ham. So you got, okay, so does India. You got these, these women now fighting over covering their face, which is part of their customs. So, that's part of that drink, okay, and that nakedness, all right? All right, this is verse 16, Habakkuk 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Now, is that hard to understand? The more you're built up, it's shameful. Look at the conditions of this world right now, okay? All due to what Job 9:24 said, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Now, what is he doing with this world? Running it in a wicked manner, okay? Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. That's what's going on right now, all right, with all of these nations. The cup of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thee glory. Now, once again, I brought this up. You seen the picture that I started off with. Is that not shameful? That rat coming up out the sewer? That ratish coming up out the sewer? You know what I mean? That's the head tribe of the people who run this earth. A sewer. What do you call that? Waste. Okay, that's who they are. They're not the children of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, that does not line up with prophecy at all. If one of them's doing it, they're all off. The Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah said he will write these law, statutes, and commandments in our end report, meaning we won't be sinning no more. These people are filthy. They're the worst. Okay. This is the book of Psalms chapter 10, starting at verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Abba, Father. I thought those were the chosen people. Okay? It's not in all his thoughts. Not at all. Okay? His ways are always grievous. The judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he poopeth at them. That's what's going on right now. Across the world on a world mass, United States is in conflict with every nation, led by the little hatters. Okay, over there, surrounded by the enemy. You would think they would have enough common sense to know that we have enemies on every side, but that's that pride. Okay. He have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Whoa. And you got to have that mentality, trusting in the Iron Dome, trusting in spiritual Egypt, because of their horses are mighty, as it would say. And we're talking about the military complex over here, which we've watched these other continents and countries come up, and they're fully stocked and ready to go. Okay? His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. What is vanity? Vain, nothing. Okay? Of no value. He sitteth in the lurking places of the village. In the secret place doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. Now, how does he murder? He does it physically and he does it spiritually. He uses that pen. Where they say that pen could put more to death than an actual sword. These draconian laws that he write in the measures that take away from the poor and even the middle class. There will be no middle class. Watch the movie. What is that? Hunger Games. There is no middle class. They're going to have the elites and have you at the bottom, scrapping for scraps, okay? And loving it, as Carl Schwab would say. You know, the World Economic Forum, a good example of those lurking places where they secretly set up our destruction, plot on our destruction, because it's not going to happen. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua won't let it go that far. The water, he's going to put an end to that enterprise, okay? This is the book of Romans. And this book is mighty. The Bible is mighty, heavy in truth. All truth, nothing but the truth. This is the book of Romans chapter 9, verse 21. Have not the potter, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, the potter, power, Allah, over the clay? Who is the clay? We are the clay. We are the creations of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay? Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. What was that lump? That lump was Isaac putting his seed into Rebekah. Rebekah holding those twins. What does the scripture say? They wrestled against each other. Esau came out first. Jacob was holding the hill. Okay? At the what does second Esdras say? For Esau is the end, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth, okay? And we know when Jacob was holding that hill, that represents that we're going to be bringing down Esau's power hold the kingdom. Not Moab, not Japhet, not Ham, not once again, not another tribe of Edom, okay? It belongs now to Yasharallah, and it's so beautiful you can't see it because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai has set this up on a spiritual level, okay? He's coming with Yahweh Shai and the host of angels to kick this off, and then he's raising the standard and these fishers and going to turn them into hunters. We're not dependent on the military that you see walking this earth today, that you see bragging about ICBMs and drones and such. We don't need any of that, okay? What if Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai willing to show his wrath, not his love, his wrath, not his compassion, his wrath, anger, indignation, furious anger, okay, righteous anger, and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction, I never hear people break that down and get away from that. It's so many, from starting from our people from these whorehouse churches that don't teach the Bible, never once go into the Apocrypha or dive into it, but won't get to the nitty gritty of these verses. Okay, and then to those who think that they could pull the veil over our eyes and tell us that we're not the people and we don't belong, you can't break down these scriptures. Okay, these are for us, for those in the know. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Now, this is my fair use copyright. Section 107, Fair Use Act, stating that I have the right to use this information. This is not for sales purposes, only for educational.
But when you send your military for 6 straight decades into other countries,
it's all our fault.
It's not all our fault, but when you send your military for 6 straight decades into other countries to bomb them, kill their children and women and innocent men, prop up dictators, you take responsibility for your actions and say, to the extent that region...
That religion goes back 1,000 years before our revolution, so I don't think we can take all the blame.
I don't think we should. I think we should take a lot of it. And there's lots of bodies and corpses that have been piled up in the name of Christianity and Judaism.
Not recently.
Have you heard of the occupation of the West Bank and Gaza for the last 50 years, motivated in part by extremist views of Judaism or the wars in Europe? Lots of religions, not just Islam, produce violence.
Liberal view that all religions are alike because it makes you feel good.
No, it makes you feel good to say our side is better. The people over there are primitive and violent. No, it makes you feel good to put a crown
on your head and say, I'm a good person. How do I prove that?
You get to ignore the responsibility that your own government has for the violence and instability in the world by saying, look, it's that primitive religion over there that's to blame.
Couldn't have said it better, okay? Yahweh Shem Shah said he will cause them to fall upon their own tongue, all right? He's pouring out that spirit amongst all nations. So you see somebody telling the truth, it doesn't matter. It doesn't just associate them to be a speckled bird. Now, he could be, all right? He could be a speckled bird, but at the same time, I'm not here to credit him that. What he did say was truthful information. You got to pay. And you can mock it off. You can laugh about it. I wanted to go grab because you mock, I will mock. But that seems to be more geared towards the nation of Yasharallah. Those stiffing up their nose. But this clown, he's just on a one-way path to slavery in the kingdom. All right. And I even looked up to see if Bill was a little hatter, but it said he was Roman Catholic. Who cares? OK, still the enemy. All right. And that's what they think about everything. It can all just be mocked off. I like to say, man, that scene from Cat in the Hat, either you've read the book or you've seen the movie, when the cat is sweeping all of that dirt under the fucking rug. Where is the rug going? It's building up and up. It looks like Mount Seir. Little joke. All right, back to these scriptures. This is the book of Obadiah, 1 chapter, starting at 15. For the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is near upon all heathen, starting with the number 1, Edom, Idumea, okay? As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head, double the cup, okay? For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountains, so shall all the heathen drink continuously. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. And if you heard me before, you hear me again. Double the cup you got to pay. You going to take that sip, and I'm going to push it in your face, okay? The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he will avenge his children, okay? He's promised that. This is the book of Isaiah 63. And I pray that this has been edifying to the body. Starting at verse 1. Who is it that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. What's that? Those chariots, those UFOs, they call them. We know what they are. They're the chariots written here in these scriptures. Okay. I speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Okay. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that trotteth in the winepress. And I love to envision Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his white garments stomping it out so bad that it just is blood everywhere. Okay. And okay, normally you're not going to see me or anybody else use this red highlight, so bear with me. But this point, I feel like need to be, like they say, when you see something red, it's written in blood. Okay. This is Isaiah 63:3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger, okay, in his love and his compassion and his anger, and trample them in my fury. Where do these verses not come out when you go to church every Sunday and all you get filled with is love thy neighbor, give me some money, give me more money, the Lord will look out for you. Okay, now that's over, let's go eat this pork roast. I mean, come on, man. They got time for everything but this truth, okay? So one more time. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant, all of it. Okay, this is not nice talk. This is austere talk from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, for the day of vengeance is in my heart. In the heart of who? Yahweh Shai. He's salvation for the election. The 144/1/3 of Yasharallah, the rest of y'all 2/3 and 17 nation. This is what he said. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come. And we believe the elder apostle Tahar has been straight right with naming these years. And this one goes into the hopeful year of Jacob trouble. We are patiently and eagerly waiting, and we see it happening. It's not tarrying. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's not tarrying. We're seeing it happen. Okay. What do the brothers say? This place is circling the drain. Okay. DTA, and I like to say DTSB, Death to Spiritual Babylon. And with that, I pray that this has been edifying to the body. Shalom.